Okay, before we start today's episode of Challenger Chats, I just quickly want to give the absolute biggest shout out to Quasimodo X. Since I'm now gonna do the series podcast style, I asked him for some really nice cover art and he fucking delivered. So please follow him wherever you can. He is Quasimodo X on Reddit, he is at Quasimodo X on Twitter, and he even has his own little website called quasimodox.com where you can check out some of his artwork or some of his excellent taste, if I say so myself. Thanks again, Quasimodo. I absolutely love it. Hello, and welcome to Challenger Chats Episode 2. I'm here today with one of our most popular fight night organizers, Boom3k. And
Cracking, what's going on?
There we go.
It was Gucci.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me, man.
To just hop straight in, basically, to get the conversation going. How did you get into Street Fighter? Since that is the first and easiest question to ask every time.
You talking about Street Fighter 5 or just Street Fighter?
I'm talking about
general?
Street Fighter.
Oh man, I was born in 1985, and Street Fighter 2, the one where they start off showing the two guys in the street and it pans up and shows the two champions. I started playing that one when I was about 6. I got it for Christmas with my mom, and I played it. She picked Dowson, and I realized I hated that character, and I just picked Ryu because he was like the first character. And I've just been playing Street Fighter pretty much casually. Every Street Fighter came out, I've been playing it ever since.
Wait, you played Street Fighter with your mom?
Yeah.
That's how you got into Street Fighter?
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
I was the only boy in my family, so she knew I needed someone to play with because my sister wouldn't play with me. So she just played with me a few times. So and from there, I just been playing it casually like the past 25 years.
25 years? Damn.
Yeah.
You're a veteran, man.
Not professionally though. I mean, I just play the game. It's still things to 5 that I'm just learning. Like I just learned what a meaty was and stuff like that. So it's pretty.
I mean,
pretty
that
bad.
happens in the new Challenger Discord. We have someone who's well known for this stuff. Our resident EU Smurf called Kaksu never plays ranked, still rookie level. Wouldn't even be able to tell you how he can play like a fucking super platinum. Because he doesn't know the specifics. He doesn't know what a meaty is. He doesn't know
he's
what
at
a
super
block
plat.
is.
See, that's fucking dope. I'm at plat. I just learned that you can't block a jumping attack while crouching. It kind of registers as an overhead. I just learned that like 2 weeks ago. They were like, "How are you platinum?" I was like, "Bro, I never block jump-ins. I just anti-air them all the time. So now I know you can't crouch block when they jump in and attack. You got to stand block."
See, there's the strategy to getting platinum. You just anti-air.
I'm very good at anti-airing. Very good at that shit.
So you basically played casually for a long while. But I mean, at some point you obviously sat down and tried hard. Cause, I mean, platinum you probably just don't get by just playing casually, let's say it that way.
So what ended up happening was, so I played all of them, but I never played them seriously. Like I literally only played them with my best friend till 5 came out, and I was forced. I had no one to play out here because I'm in Washington D.C. now, and I'm originally from Los Angeles. So since being out here, I have no friends to play with, so I've been playing online. So I would play ranked in Street Fighter 5. So the end of season 1 with Ryu, I was at Super Gold, and I just got there just doing wake up, invincible, medium DPs and shit like that. And then a few guys joined I joined a lobby with these 2 dudes, one named Escaping Jail and another one VCF fan, and they were silvers, and I was able to beat them. And once season 2 came out, Gaio got his buffs and Ryu got nerfed. I couldn't do the wake up medium DP. It was no longer invincible.
Oh yeah.
So I was forced to go back and learn shit. Like, okay, if I'm gonna get back, if I fell all the way from super gold to super silver, so I was like, yeah, I gotta literally go in and learn how to do shit just to prove that I'm gold. Just to prove that I'm gold, because Ryu, I keep hearing it. I don't see it, but people keep saying Ryu's like one of the worst characters. So I took a little time. Me and my friend, Unique Darkness, he's another Ryu player. He started explaining some stuff to me, and we would always come into this Discord and just start trying new tech, and I'd practice new tech on them. And I would lose every game, but I would never play these guys to win. I would play to learn. That's the whole point of this Discord, is to learn and win.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I would, yeah. So that's what I did. So I would do. Everybody will tell you if you go into a lobby where I'm in, they'll be like, Boom doesn't go to the lab at all. I just try the shit out while fighting people. Like that's
dude,
how
I'm
that's
the
how I learn.
same way. I just learn by doing shit like in the game. I pick a new character I've never picked before. I think I saw this in a tournament once. Let's just fucking try it.
Yeah, see, just like they're like, okay, I saw Daigo do like a medium kick V trigger, and then I just incorporated that into my shit. Like I never tried it. I was just like, let me just try that. I saw Daigo do it, right? And now it's in my arsenal.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess the complete opposite from someone from EU called Raptor Vomit. He is like he never tries something new in a match. He just labs this shit out, right? He is a super bronze
mm,
player who can do every Chun-Li combo on command, like every hit
wow.
confirmed.
So wow, why isn't he ranked up? He doesn't do any kind of like rank or
Yeah,
nothing
it
like that.
doesn't help you if you only play lab. That's not gonna prepare you for any rank play ever.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's one thing I do. I don't fight the character. I fight the person using the character for me. So once someone figures me out or I figure them out, I could beat them every time because you're fighting that person.
Yeah, it's always the same.
Mentally, that's how I see it. Because with a character like Ryu, he has no tools, so you have to know who you're fighting against. I'll spend the first round doing stupid shit just to see how they react, and then I'll just be like, okay, this is the type of person that does that. Instead of saying this is Cammy, I'm like, this guy is using this character. Like some people may have a character but not know how to use them. Like a lot of people
Mm.
play Cammy and don't know how to anti-air with her punch. I think it's back fierce punch or something.
Back
They don't
medium
know how
punch.
to back medium punch. Like yeah, so if I see that they don't know how to anti-air using that button, I'm like, this dude he knows a character, but I'm not gonna fight Cammy. I'm not gonna fight him as if he's using that button. I'm just gonna
Mm.
abuse the fact that he ain't using it.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
so I
makes
fight.
sense. It's the same reason
Yeah,
why tier lists are basically worthless till you're
worthless,
on a
man, worthless.
professional level.
It
Because,
pisses me off when I beat someone with Ryu and they're like diamond and they're like, that's stupid. How the fuck you beat me? Ryu's low tier. I'm like, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it fucking matters. The person you're fighting. Like, yeah, I may be using a low tier character, which I mean is that doesn't mean shit.
I think I've
That's just
never
how they
won
see it.
against the Fang, so I'm humbled by low tier characters.
Yeah, see exactly. Fang is low tier as they say, but I think he's high tier because I never fight him. You know what I mean? So when he fights me, he bops me the fuck up because I
Yeah, you
have no
don't know
idea what he can do.
what the fuck you're gonna do about it.
Exactly. So what's the
Stupid
point
as
of tier? I
poison.
understand at a professional level at Capcom Cup, maybe tiers come in where they're like, "Oh, this character is unfair." But at this level, the platinums and below, that shit don't matter, man. Pick who you
Hmm.
want, pick who you like, who looks interesting to you, and play that. Don't go off a tier list. I'm not a tier whore at all. I literally picked Ryu. People think Ryu's like my main. If Dan was in this game, I would play Dan. In four, I played Dan
Dude,
for
I
the
would
prime
play
fact.
then.
The reason why I play Dan is because yeah, he's garbage on a tier list, but he's just fun. There's no seriousness behind him. So you can just play the game and have fun. You're not using a good character to win. So the way I picked up Ryu was, and when you play the game, when you go into ranked, you have to choose the battle settings
Hmm.
and you have to choose who you want. I never changed that. I was like, how the fuck do I play a ranked match and choose my character? I never knew how to do it for like a good month. And then I just always played Ryu. And then when somebody told me, I was like, that's too late. I already know Ryu.
I mean, that
So
makes
I've
sense.
always
Ryu
yeah.
chose you, not the other way around.
Yeah. If the default character would have been like Ibuki, I would be playing Ibuki right now. Like I mean, I didn't care to change it
That would have
at all.
actually been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It's a
exactly
good
what happened.
testament to what I always tell people. It's like, you want to play a character? You fucking stick to them. Like, just a
Yeah.
little bit so you learn them. And after you learned them, then you're probably gonna like playing them.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, I do not change characters. I don't know how to do anyone else's combos or nothing. I just know Ryu. That's it. It's like 100% Ryu.
I mean, you gotta
I didn't
gotta
even
stay
know that
loyal.
Urien was a charge character. They was like, you didn't know Urien was a charge character? I was like, no. I was like, why would I know that? I don't play with anyone else. They're like, how
How
did
you
you
learn
get to
charge though?
platinum without knowing this? I'm like, dude, I play off a feel, man. I go off of the feel of the person I'm fighting against. That's how I try to react.
While you were trying so hard to prove that you are actually gold and ended up platinum in the end.
And
What?
that shit was unscripted. It was funny because when I hit super silver, everybody was like, "See, Boom, you garbage." I was like, "Nah, fuck y'all, motherfuckers." So I got back to gold, and Unique Darkness, the other Ryu player, he was like, "I'm about to hit super gold." So every time he'd tell me he about to hit something, I'd be like, "Nah, you ain't about to just up me." And so I hit super gold, and we was both super gold. He was like, "Okay." So I
Dude,
sat at super gold. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I just wanted to say that's the best way to learn Street Fighter. You find a rival, and that's it. You're like
Yeah,
set.
yeah. So like when I used to go exercising, me and my friends like to keep us like to. This is a very good method. If you're like jogging, jog with someone and have them run faster than you, and then they slow down and get ahead. So my friend will run faster than me to get ahead of me. Then he'll go at a certain pace, and then I run faster than him to get in front of him, and we just keep slingshotting each other. That way, we're constantly building up our cardio and constantly building ourselves, but not tiring ourselves out. We're just staying ahead by us running in front of each other constantly, rather than just running straight parallel side by side. One of us will always put a little more energy in the lead. Then the person behind would pass them up. Then the dude would just keep going over and over, just constantly getting in front of each other.
Dude, that's how I got into fighting games at all. I always got frustrated because I didn't understand how it works. And in the end, I learned Street Fighter by just not wanting to lose to someone. I just
Yeah, so
hated that so much.
that's what happened to me in Unique Darkness, man. He was the first streamer I saw. I remember I would be at work. I'm a software engineer, so I could kind of just sit on my computer, just like do shit, like while writing code and like looking at Twitch. And I was just looking. I was like, man, I was tired of looking at like ultra popular Street Fighter streamers and shit. And I was like, man, who's a regular dude like me playing Street Fighter? And I found this dude. He's in, I think he's in London. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna follow him. And then one day I ended up joining him in the lobby, and we've been cool ever since, man.
Yeah.
But he would basically tell me he's trying to rank up, and I'd be like, man, I'm gonna rank up. So I remember when I hit Super Gold, I was sitting directly on, what was it, 5,500. I was sitting directly on Super Gold. So everybody was like, you're not a true Super Gold. So I would spend like a whole month just doing battle lounges, just figuring out like the new level shit. And then I would learn as much as I could. Then I'd go straight into ranked again, and I moved straight up. And I got to Ultra Gold. And once I hit Ultra Gold, this is hilarious. I hit Ultra Gold. I was at 6,500 LP on the dot.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, oh, you hit Super Gold. You ain't moving up. You ain't learning nothing new. Like, you're not real super. You got lucky. So I said, okay, I'm going to be platinum by tomorrow. And I literally, it took me about, from Ultra Gold to platinum, it took me about like 2 hours of just playing real quick, because I wasn't constantly in ranked. I kept playing, and I would get to a rank and stay at it for like 1 month, and then I'll do casuals and do lobbies with people to learn the next step. Then I would go in a rank and I move up. So I should be hitting super platinum soon.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn the basics and shit. But I did not change any characters. They were like, oh, you need to change your Akuma. And nope, I don't change shit. Just use the same character because I already know what he can do and what he can do against other people.
At this point, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sansa. You heard it here. You don't need to change away from your loved Ryu. Just keep training.
Yeah, man. Like so many people was like, oh man, Akuma came out. They was like, man, you got like 200,000 fight money. I was like, I ain't using none of that shit on nobody. Like, I'm gonna stick to Ryu, like, cause I don't want to be a tier whore. You know what I mean? Just cause he dropped, I ain't about to switch him. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit. Daigo switched from Ryu to Gaio, but he's on a professional level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He makes money from that shit. So I was like, nah, homie, I'm just gonna stick with who I got. And if he boo boo, he boo boo. But I moved up, so, and I'm bopping people. Like, I'm fighting Diamond Ryus and Hamikins. This motherfucker, he's super Diamond. He like ranked 500, and I bopped him up a few times. I do this thing called Boom3k. So you know, there's like Daigo Tech and shit like that. There's literally like my friends, the people in the Discord, we call it Boom3k because the way I play is completely unorthodox. Because I realized that, okay, this Ryu's garbage. If I use him like the way he's meant to be, I'm gonna lose. Let me just throw in a little spice. You know what I mean? Like, what's a cup of noodles without like some seasoning salt or some shit in there? So I said, you know, I'm gonna add some spice to him. I realized he had a hell of a sweep, so I just be sweeping the shit out of people, like crush counter, and they just run up. I sweep them. Like, if I fought you, Shadow, I'm gonna sweep you, bro. Like I'm gonna crush counter sweep you. You gonna be like, why the fuck did you do that there? I'm like, it's Boom3k. If you're not looking for it, I'm gonna do it because Ryu's so predictable. You got to kind of mix them up. But
no, I actually want to fight you.
Yeah, man.
You just missed one sweep. Man, I play Byrock. You dead if you miss that sweep.
Oh, man. Yeah. See, that's what I'm going to say. I'm like, okay, he's Byrock. He going to dash at me. I'm going to sweep his ass when he dash at me.
Dude, like, that's the one thing that surprised me the absolute most. So, the number one complaint you get if you play Byrock, right, is, man, this bullshit dash punch is unreactable. So, I went to my first local, and there's this Cammy player who can just straight up react to dash punches. Like, every time I dash punch, I just get fucking crush countered like that, and I didn't know how to handle that.
See, the only character I think that's broken in this game, hands down. I don't like Guile because he's so linear, and my friend
Mm,
Jail, he can just buy me up with it. But I think Urian is busted because you can just hit buttons with this motherfucker and just win. Like that shit annoys the fuck out of me. But now I do better against him. He's not my worst matchup. I do better against him because if I see a person just presses buttons because they're fucking a button masher, I'll just parry that shit. That's
yeah.
the only thing. That's the only gripe I really have with this game as a character. It's just people who use Urian and mash buttons. Yeah, Ryu can parry, but those button mashers, man. Like I'll lose to a bronze Urian because he gets me in a corner and mashes me up. Like
Yeah,
shit
that
is
can happen.
infuriating.
He can also mix you up from like quarter of a screen with his
Yeah,
forward heavy forward
they're
move.
nerfing them though. But I'm not one to be like, oh, this game is garbage and go on to Reddit. Like I don't even know how Reddit works. Too old to know how Reddit works. But I mean, I'm not too old. I'm just never taking the time. I just
Hmm.
figured that shit was just cancer. But I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna figure out how to beat this dude. And a lot of people, he's kind of looked down upon if you use him. Oh, you use Urian. Oh, you're going top tier. Blah blah blah. But yeah. Well, who was the person you said stick to their character? Who was
Sensor.
that? Senza, do not change Ryu, bro. Jump in the lobby with us, man, and learn some of this crappy boom tech, man. See how to sweep a motherfucker
Dude,
when they
Sensor
not
has
looking for
lore
it.
about him. Like, he's such a character loyalist. Some people actually believe he just wakes up and has a Ryu headband he puts up in the morning, man.
Motherfucker got a headband, cuz.
Dude, that guy has lore behind him.
He like, oh shit. Like the path what Ryu say? This is the path to my destiny.
Yeah.
Motherfucker walking down a road with a backpack.
Dude, I just imagine him. He has some students he helps out, right? I just imagine him all his teacher style, getting some question about something. He's just, the answer lies in the heart of battle.
Like yes, like yeah, that's not that doesn't prove the well, I forgot the name of that shit, man. I'm trying to say some type of geometry joke.
You missed it.
Pythagorean theorem. Like that doesn't solve the Pythagorean theorem, professor. Motherfucker talking about Ryu tech and shit.
Well,
Shit. But yeah, don't change your character though, bro. Like really, he they may buff him. Like I didn't realize how fighting games they change characters during seasons. And right now, if you're playing with Ryu and you're pretty decent with him, you're just gonna go up. Like if he's considered to be at the bottom, if they give him any buffs, you're just gonna go up. Just learn
stick
your
with it.
style. Yeah, just learn your style. Like they say, like everybody can play a character differently. So
So,
find your style and fuck people up off of that.
yeah, I have a quick question. So, first off, I'm using the same technique. Getting easy rank ups, then a month back to the lab basically and learning more. But during this month of playing casuals and learning the game, what's like your biggest struggle? Like, what is something you really had problems wrapping your mind around?
The thing I had a problem wrapping my mind around is basically with you talk about just my character or everybody in general.
Just like what you found really hard to learn.
Really hard to learn.
Mm,
The thing that's really hard to learn for me, see, I'm a fast learner, so I don't want to seem like it's nothing really hard to learn. I had to learn that I am stubborn, meaning so that I'm stubborn, meaning like I'll see someone doing something and I just won't accept the fact that they're gonna do that shit again. Like I'll be stubborn, like I'm gonna try this. Like if I miss a
mm,
DP or if it doesn't come out, I'm stubborn. I'm like, why the fuck you don't come out? And I try it again and just whiff. I'm just trying to. So I'm stubborn, meaning I'll try input, I'll try an attack, and if it don't come out, I'll just try it again blindly
yeah.
just to see if the controller's working, and I'll whiff it, and then they'll punish the shit out of me. So I'm stubborn, meaning I don't take the time to learn that person. Like if someone's beating my ass, I'm like, oh no, he beat my ass because the character. I'm stubborn. I don't think, oh, he's using this. Like when I win, I don't even realize how the fuck I won most of the time, and that's bad. I need to learn what makes me good. Like, oh,
Yeah.
like, and I'm stubborn as fuck. The hardest thing for me to learn is how to not be stubborn, because the game isn't Street Fighter 5 isn't really technical. Like, shitty games are out there, but fighting games, but this one's pretty straightforward. It's just you as a person, you have to allow your brain to fucking adapt and learn
There's a lot of
certain
mental
things.
work in Street Fighter 5, yeah.
It's a lot. But the hardest thing for me dealing with right now is with my character, they're buffing it in the next little patch. But Ryu, he whiffs like this one button and it makes no sense like how he whiffs it. But they said they're gonna fix it. So I know after the patch, I'm not gonna be dropping as many combos because Ryu can literally just whiff out of range. He can literally just whiff a button because the shit when I guess when they did season 2, they didn't realize he'd be whiffing that goddamn combo. It's really fucking annoying, but they fixing it.
Which combo are you talking about?
So Ryu has his standing medium. His standing medium. You should be able to hit it twice. Like if you connect the first time, if you're close enough, you should be able to hit it again. But it whiffs. Sometimes it whiffs because it's standing medium punch. They lowered the range. Like the animation sticks out more than the attack box, the hitbox. And they did the same thing to his crouch, to his standing light kick. The animation is further than his hitbox. So you'll see the animation look like you kicking him in the damn knee, but you're not. But when they did the beta, they fixed it. So it's like, oh, if my foot can reach him, I can hit him.
Yeah, I hope
so. They're fixing that. No, they are fixing it.
They are fixing it. Yeah, okay. I haven't read the entire 2.1 patch notes yet. I'm just gonna let it surprise me.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, just that's the best way to do it. Sometimes you start fighting, you're like, hey, this works. Like,
yeah. I mean, Barrock's not getting any new stuff. For me, it's the usual old.
Barrock is a fucking beast, man. That motherfucker,
he's so
I
much
love
fun
Brian F. Like my two favorite fighters in this game, hands down, are Guile and Barrock. Like I'm subscribed to Brian F. and I'm still the daddy, just because I love those two characters. But fucking Balrog is, I don't know, man. That tap, this motherfucker can hit you for 1600 damage, bro.
Dude, it's just so much fun. I just started playing him in season 2 because I didn't want to play Laura anymore, and I learned a few Byra combos. And you know, once you juggle someone and you just take 60% of their life and you just see them crumble under the pressure, it's, oh god, it feels amazing.
Man, that shit, I've yet to get tapped, bro. Like that's one thing I've yet to get hit with was a tap. I don't fight any real high level Balrogs. Like I think the only one I fought, he's another organizer on here, but I forgot his name. But he plays Balrog. Yeah, I think it was Raz. No, it wasn't Raz. Raz beat Hammykins though. The 500 rank. Yeah, Raz is good as fuck.
Raz is really good.
Yeah, Raz beat my boy Hammykins, man, up in the last tournament. Hammykins is the lore, and he beat his ass. Like I remember that shit. Hammykins was salty as fuck.
You know, you meet Raz, you either run or get real humbled.
See, I want to fight him. You see, like that's the whole thing. Like I want to try to random him out as much as possible. Like that shit. I want to fight Raz. It's probably not gonna happen. He's all the way up there, and he's probably gonna fuck me up. But I want to learn shit because if I learn that he does it, I'm not gonna run into it on a silver. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this dude's silver or gold. He don't know that Raz tech. He fuck this dude up real quick.
I mean, you can just ride him. You know, make it a new grudge match. Boom versus Rash. First to 10.
Man, I'll do that. I hit him up. See.
You heard it here first, guys. Make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I want people to understand, like, when we have my little lobbies and stuff going up, and I give all support to New Challenger because, I mean, this is the hands down most active Street Fighter community. Like, you can go to the other ones, and I'm not knocking them, but this one is hands down the most active one that I've been in. So I come to this one faithfully every day to see what's going on and who wants some matches. But when I have a lobby, when I do my little stream, I encourage people to have fun and learn, because when you're learning, it's kind of boring sitting in class. But when you're having fun and learning, you know, it's like sitting in class taking notes versus being out in the field with a teacher and, you know, being outdoors and learning and having fun, like that kind of stuff. I encourage that. We encourage teabagging. We encourage shit talking, but not no vulgar shit like, oh, talk about someone's race. It's just, oh, why would you do that combo, or just shit like that to make it fun. That's why you see the lobbies fill up so quick when I play, because everybody's in there talking shit, having fun, learning. We're welcoming to new people. If someone joins in and they play a character that we don't know, we'll throw them to the right person, or somebody will leave the room just to start up a private room with that person to teach them some low level tech and to help them move up.
Yeah,
because I think there's this one guy. He started off when he came in, he was like bronze. Now he's gold. All off of just playing with us all the time.
Oh man, New Challenger's amazing to fucking level up.
Yeah.
You get
that's
training in quickly.
Yeah, but a lot of people. But a lot of good people.
The game's like way more fun with a little bit of thuggery here and there. Like we in EU understand that. Our fight nights are 80% thuggery.
Yeah, man, that's what it should be. I mean, because it's so much salt. People can literally, like, you know, you don't want to turn into like League of Legends or CS:GO when people just rage all the fucking time. We try to calm people down, like, look, man, you're in a lounge, have fun. Like, you know what I mean? Just try some new shit out. Pick a different character, learn a combo that they use against you, and see how to go against it. Just shit like that. Like, have fun. That's the whole. You spent $60 to have fun, not to fucking throw your fucking joystick out the window, bro.
Yeah. It's gonna
I
be a
mean,
lot more expensive after a while too. Who the
yeah,
fuck
a
has the
lot
money
more.
for that? So when we were
Exactly.
talking about the changes to Rio anyway, what do you think about the game in its current state?
Okay, so the current state of the game, I mean, it's it's dope. I mean, I'm starting to like that when I tell people. See, I'm a black guy from Los Angeles, the hood. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Like from the ghetto. So where I'm from, you don't tell like you play basketball, football, you're a rapper. You don't tell people you're a computer engineer or you fucking play Street Fighter or video games. They like that's nerd shit.
mm,
But now it's bringing this new light to it. Like if I go to my friends back home who've like been in jail, but like I play League of Legends, they like what the fuck is that? But if I say I play Street Fighter, everybody knows what that is. They're like, oh, who
everybody
you
knows
play
what
with?
Street Fighter is.
So now that it's getting more popular, like yesterday, I think they had like a celebrity thing on the E League and on TNT in America, and it's starting to get more and more popular. So it's like, hey, Street Fighter, like everybody, it's so fun to play. Like even people who've never played the game don't even know who Ken is. They watch people in these lobbies. I'm like, damn, this game looks very interesting. Like,
Mm,
yeah, man, it's fun. So the current state of the game, I think they're doing a good job by releasing the characters and making things exciting and keeping things going like that. And they can only do so much. I mean, it's a business, so obviously they gotta sell shit to keep the business running. You know what I mean, you can't just just open the stores and keep it running after the first day. You got to keep customers coming in. So they have to.
mm,
Capcom is actively making it intriguing for new players and new people to play the game. Like the new character Ed, like somebody who's never played Street Fighter before may be like, oh, I don't want to use any of these characters because everybody knows them. But there's a brand new guy coming out named Ed. I'm gonna jump on the game when Ed comes out. Like the game is constantly growing. So by Capcom taking the time out to kind of just point at a new demographic, new players, they're making it better because I mean, if you're playing against the same people all the time, it gets boring. But by new players coming in and joining the scene, oh, that makes it a lot better, a whole lot better.
that's
So I
actually a
think they're doing.
really, really, really interesting opinion. First of all, it's really interesting because it's positive. Like hearing something
Yeah.
positive about Street Fighter Online is fucking rare at the moment. Let's say it that way. And secondly, last week when I had a talk with Joe Monday, right? We
Mm-hmm.
had, like, I obviously asked him the same question, what he thinks about the game and what he would like to change in the future and stuff like that. And the one thing he said to me is almost the opposite of what you just said, that Capcom doesn't fucking care for new players, right? They did the marketing where they said, oh yeah, Street Fighter 5 is gonna be like a lot easier, it's gonna be easier to pick up and everything, and then didn't even implement a basic tutorial to teach someone new how to play Street Fighter. So he
Oh,
just
on that level.
started Geef's gym, you
Yeah.
know, to
So when
fix
you
that
play,
shit.
yeah, when you play, hold on, let me ignore this. So when you play new game, when you play other games, like just say you play Guilty Gear, yeah, it has a
Yeah.
full embedded like training system and whatnot. But some people may get that game. Some people get Guilty Gear and be like, "Why play online when I could just learn everything?" I mean, have you ever played a Dark Souls game? I don't want to
Yeah,
just
I've
bring up.
played every single
So,
one
so
multiple
you
times.
know, in Dark Souls, there's no fucking training. You immediately learn that shit on the fly, or you go on
Mm,
Wikipedia and you reach out to humans. Like Dark Souls requires you to reach out online to get help sometimes when you summon other players. So I feel like with Capcom doing that, like, hey, you know what? If you guys want to learn this, there's sources out there. There's wikis. You know what I mean? There's discords, there's Reddits, there's communities that you can learn this from. But and they can say, even though they could have put the shit in for people who don't have internet access, but the overall what they're doing, I like that a lot better. It's more natural for me to pick up something like picking up a camera and say, hey, how do I use this camera? I can read up on it all day, but I don't know what it's like outside. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The
so it
same for
doesn't bother
labbing all
you.
day.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so the same as like labbing indoors all day. When you play people online, it's a completely different
Yeah,
experience.
you can
So
do that.
I feel like they didn't mean to. Maybe they were just limited in funds, but the way everything's going right now, and the base game's only like $20, I don't see no gripe in it. And they could update it and put that shit in there, but as of right now, it's a great game. People gonna complain about it no matter what.
Dude, there's actually some positive things come out of this, either laziness or whatever the fuck it is. And
Man, just
that's
imagine Dark Souls was such a garbage game because there was no tutorial. You just started
dude,
playing.
that's like a completely different. Like, see the problem in that. Like, I get your argument, right? And I actually
Yeah.
have something to support that argument. What you just said. But first off, like, it's not the same thing. Dark Souls is not a game that's marketed to new players.
Oh,
See
yeah,
what I mean? Like, they
you
try
have
to
to be
market this shit. But on the other hand,
Yeah.
right, even though we don't have a tutorial, the one really good thing that came out of all of this was that the community stepped up hugely. We got Geef's Gym,
Yeah.
we got new Challenger, we got a shit ton of small communities helping out everywhere, teaching people how to play. Like you get a lot of
Gotcha.
more, you know.
No, no, that makes sense. You're absolutely correct on that standpoint. If they're gonna be marketing it to new people, then they get the game and they don't see any, excuse me, any kind of like
Yeah.
tutorials. They give you that little garbage tutorial at the beginning. I get what you're saying.
Dude,
I
I
get what
totally
you're saying.
forgot about that mini tutorial. I think I
that shit is
skipped that shit.
Doodoo sauce, bro. I was like, the fuck is this, guys? Like, they teach you how to do target combos and Hadouken with Ryu. I was like, okay, go off into the tournaments now.
Yeah, good luck.
Like, good luck, motherfucker.
Just thrown into the flame, the poor guys.
Yeah, yeah. If they're gonna market it to new people, they should maybe put some. Yeah, they definitely have to. Or if they, point you to like an online guide or some shit like that. If they're pointing,
I
trying to
mean, by
get
now
new-
they are mostly focused on the competitive scene. I think they've like given up on the new player vibe.
Yeah, we gotta get Combo Fiend or some people like in there. You gotta interview those people and ask why the fuck Capcom didn't do that. Like that shit is like, what was the point behind that? Like, did you guys just not have the money, or just like, is that component not ready?
I'm not even sure if Combo Fiend knows this.
Like, what's going on? Like, why didn't Capcom put training in this shit? Like, I started the game up, and all of a sudden I was in a rank match against a diamond fucking guy. Like, what's
Dude, that's a
what's going
question asked since early last year. You will never get an answer to that shit ever.
But I mean, after all that, how are people holding up? Like, hey, do you like? That's one thing to say. Okay, for new characters, it's not there. But let's ask these new characters: do you like the game? See, that's what we should be asking the question to.
You mean
Not
new
to the
players?
people yeah, new players. Yeah, exactly. New players. Like, oh, someone who's just starting. Like, ask them, like, do you like that this game doesn't have any training? That's what they should be asking, because. Yeah, I mean, we're plats and shit. We understand it by now, but
I'm
the
not
new
playing.
players- Oh shit! Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like me and whatnot.
Yeah,
Just people
no.
in general are getting up there, and so ask them, like, ask the new players, like, would you guys like to see this? You know what I mean? Like, because if they're not asking for it, you know what I mean, then Capcom's just gonna ignore it, because it's a high top tier people saying this game is unfinished. There's no story mode or no arcade mode, shit like that. I mean, if they don't see any money, they're not focusing on like making people like it. They're just trying to make money at the end of the day. That's why every new DLC character is gonna be pretty decent. They're gonna hype this shit out of them. They should make every new DLC character top tier. Because why would you buy a new character with real money and that motherfucker's garbage? You know what I mean?
Because
So
it
I'm
doesn't
expecting-
fucking matter in the end, you know?
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter really.
like, and it doesn't make sense. Like, this is a business. People gotta understand. Like, Capcom Street Fighter is a business, bro. They need money. So no matter how you feel about them, they got to keep the lights on. Because if we don't pay them, then that shit is just Street Fighter would disappear. They have to sell it to like Nintendo or something. Then we'll just see Super Smash Brothers owning all the Street Fighter characters, and we don't want that. So
Well,
gotta
we
do
already
what
have
can
that.
to
Ryu
support.
is in Smash.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't want Capcom to entirely go bankrupt, and then we lose Street Fighter.
Dude,
because
I
people
don't
are
want
complaining.
to go Capcom. I don't want Capcom to go bankrupt. I want Capcom to put some fucking work into it. You know, I love.
Hey, that requires money, man. That
Yeah, that's
requires
true.
money.
But the problem, like, here's the problem, right? They don't. Nah, never mind. That discussion
You
is
know-
too
do you
old.
know-
You can
that's
find
the-
like a billion places to. What did I say? Like, you can find a billion threads on Reddit to talk about that shit, right? That's like an age-old discussion since the start, since the dawn of Street Fighter V. But I don't.
Hey, what I want you to do, Shadow, I
Mm-hmm.
want you to reach out directly to Capcom or you or Joe. No, really, get them on the line. Be like, hey, you know, we got people here that view this channel, listen to our podcast. Why did you guys not do this? Let's get that shit down pat, because everybody's just speculating like, oh, they don't care. They gotta have some fucking logic behind it. If they simply say we don't give a fuck, then we can go off and say, okay, we know they don't care. But if
Yeah.
they say, oh, we're focusing on player improvements, or then we can say, okay, Capcom officially said that they're not focusing on training or all this other stuff because they're focusing on that. Let's not, like, it's too many rumors. Let's just go straight to the source and figure this shit out.
Dude, that's actually a good idea. I mean, I'm not big enough yet, but I'm
Man,
gonna try it.
Yeah, I mean, going on Reddit is one thing. I mean, Reddit, but let's try to reach out directly to Capcom and say, hey, man, what's up?
What's
You know
up?
what I mean? Like,
Come to my
what's
talk
up, man?
show. Come to Challenger Chats.
Yeah,
Tell me a little
anybody,
bit
just
about
get somebody.
this.
Just give us a written statement. Give us a tweet saying why you guys, this game seems so unfinished. But when we pop in like Guilty Gear, there's all these modes and all that. And I'll tell you this hands down. I'm a brand new player to Guilty Gear, right?
Mm.
That shit has so many fucking resources on
I
how to learn
know.
the game. But this shit doesn't help me at all. I'm like, yo, it's too much. There's literally so much shit you can learn about Street Fighter. I feel like it would be hard to teach someone versus like, you know what I mean, like giving them just
Yeah, you
the
always need
basics.
community help. You can't just
Yeah,
like
you
put it all
need
in the
community
tray.
help. If I would, yeah, you need community help, man. And let Dark Souls show you that. Like, oh, Dark Souls 1 was all community, bro. Without Wikipedia, you not beating that game or getting the secret ending.
Dude, that should actually be your commercial, man. Boom
What?
3k Fight Night. Learn Street Fighter like Dark Souls.
Yeah, just learn it by going in there and just dying. That's how I learned, dying. That's what Dark Souls enforces. And I'm not an endorser of Dark Souls at all. But I just love the way you learn.
Dude,
You
I love
learn by
Dark Souls.
dying. Man, you learn by dying. Like, oh shit, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
I mean, that is how you learn Street Fighter. You can't, like,
Exactly.
there's no other way.
I love losing, man. The losers learn so much. The champions ain't learned. The champions don't really learn. Like the winners don't really learn nothing. They just know, but the losers learn how to lose. I was
Yeah.
always taught the best way to ride a bike, learn how to ride a bike, is to learn how to fall. Once you learn how to fall on a bike or learn how to fall on skates, then you learn how to stay up.
It's classic advice. So let's say you challenge Combo Fiend to a first to 10 and he says, yo, if you win, you can change one thing. Or you can tell us the next thing we have to put into the next patch, right? Something
Ah, shit.
you want to change. And you just fucking 10-0 him. What you gonna put in the game? What you gonna wish for the future of
Do you
Street
want me
Fighter?
to be? Do you want me to see? I would look out. I would go if he asked me and I had to answer within 10 seconds. I would say, give the community what it wants. And do we know what the community wants?
That's a widespread topic because the
See,
community
that's
is
hard, so
thousands
it's
of
hard.
people. But
Exactly. So for me to answer that, I would be very selfish, but I would say, hey, bro, give me Dan. Give me the
you know,
Dan.
go
character.
for it, man.
Yeah, give me Dan. Someone to have, just someone who to alleviate all this tension in the game. There's no goofy character in here besides Fang, but someone who literally makes the game, like, you know, releases that stress bubble. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this person's playing with this character who taunts. Some goofy shit, just something to make you laugh, man. Because I feel like everybody that plays this game, even people who are bronze or rookie, they just get off of the Capcom Pro Tour stream. They're like, I'm gonna play Street Fighter. They hop in and they can't get up to fucking super bronze, and they get mad. They literally grow anger issues because they can't get that good. Like, this is a game, man. Let's have fun with it. The competitive scene is cool, but it's a game. Like, you're spending hours to have fun. Not everybody's gonna be able to get up to Daigo and fucking Momochi's level. You know what I mean? Let's play the game for fun, because if everybody wants to be a professional, then you know what I mean, this is not gonna really. It's not. That's why
Yeah, I
there
know
needs to
what
be
you mean.
casuals. There needs to be a lot more light on the casual scene. It's a ton of light on the professional scene, of course, but that's one thing I try to do: make the casual scene more lighter. Come in, we talking shit, pick who you want. We're gonna joke. You know what I mean? We're gonna have fun, try shit out. And let's do it that way. But if I had to choose one thing to go in the game, I would say Dan. Give me Dan, just so I can pick him to make people who are stressing have a little fun. Be like, oh man, that was stupid.
By the
Give
way,
me some quirky shit.
if he calls you after this and he actually challenged you to this duel, I'm gonna slip you a few bucks to also mention Sakura in there somewhere. Oh, I
Sakura?
miss Sakura so much, man. I want my female Shoto back.
Hey man, I feel like they got a long way to go. I'm not saying that they're not gonna do it, but they're gonna put a lot of shit in this game, and they
Yeah.
should have it.
It's
They
like
should
Street
have
Fighter
it.
4, man. Street Fighter 4, the base version, I know there was a lot of shit in there. Like, that took a
See?
few iterations before that became the Ultra Street Fighter 4 we all love so much.
Exactly. So it takes that's they're doing the same thing. They're learning. They're losing. Like, Capcom is doing things and they're losing, and they're like, okay, now we can win by doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
simple things. And I think they did a very smart thing by bringing the game out at the base level with nothing. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
I
There's
mean,
nothing.
business
But-
decision-wise, I'm not so sure
Yeah,
about that.
and then now they're gradually adding things onto it. Like, oh, we have like a friend system now and shit like that. I'm like, okay, they're obviously using the money to do something. If they weren't doing anything with the money, then I'd be like, okay, I'm not giving you guys money and y'all just sitting on top of that shit buying Ferraris. You know, they're actually improving the game. You know what I mean? Just like a business. If you go to someone's taco stand and you give him more money, then all of a sudden he has a truck. Then all of a sudden he has a store. You know what I mean? You want to see it grow, but that requires money. So
You know what
Kinda-
they need for more money? More
What?
skins like B-Boy Ryu. I love that
oh my
skin
god,
so
I hate
much.
that fucking skin. I'm fucking light kick DP you when I see you, bro. Light kick Dragon Punch.
So, you mentioned Guilty Gear earlier. What
Ah.
other Wow, that goes already. But what other fighting games do you play, or have you played in the past?
First off, let me tell Picto Chat, fuck you. This is a dude who he constantly comes into the Street Fighter New Challenger Discord praising Guilty Gear, but constantly playing Street Fighter. You're like, why are you here? All you
Getting called out.
Ah, man. I mean, that's the but hey, we always talk shit, man. He's always in there like, man, Guilty Gear is much better. It's like, why the fuck are you playing Street Fighter with us? But no, but real shit. I like almost every fighting game out there. But as far as something I can play on a regular, Street Fighter. When I say I like the other games, I don't even know new characters. Like when I play Guilty Gear, one reason why I don't play it at all is because I don't know who to pick because there's so many characters. Like, okay, who the fuck do I like? And then I picked it was somebody, that girl May or something, and she has like dolphins and shit all over.
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck is going on here? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I just want to know that if this person's next to me, he can sock me in the neck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to know that person from on that side of the screen because some of the goddamn seal who throws a ball that hits me and takes up a lot of damage. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I like a little bit of normal shit happening in my fighting games. Blaze Blue is dope. I don't like 3D fighters. Everybody's raging for Tekken. There's a lot of hype around it, but I'm not too amped about it. I don't like 3D fighters. Yeah, I'm not too excited. Street Fighter is where it's at. It's simple. I can pick it up. It's always, the community on this is great.
I can understand that.
But most fighting games are just cool to play for a little bit, but nothing as far as technical as this really interests me. As far as Street Fighters,
Dude,
Street Fighter's
I have the same problem. I'm like collecting fighting games like a madman, so I can play once in a while. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna sit here and have my hour a day of Street Fighter every fucking day.
Yeah, like Street Fighters, I don't know how they've done it. Like whatever they did, whatever. I mean, it was some, like I got King of Fighters 14, right? And I did every tutorial with every character in that game. And at the end of the day, I just don't like it because that game just feels cheap. Like there's certain things to the game we got to pay attention to. Like if you play a Battlefield game, the guns sound amazing. EA makes sure, and DICE, they make sure the guns in those games sound amazing. In Street Fighter, you can literally hear when you're blocking a medium punch or a light punch, or when you're getting hit by mediums. And fucking Guilty Gear and King of Fighters, you can't tell. All the sounds sound so empty. Like a hard punch sounds like pack. A light punch sounds like pack. But in Street Fighter,
I actually like the sound design.
When you hit people, I can tell by hearing the sound, like, oh, he did a fierce. Like, oh, I should have a little bit more plus frames than him. Like shit like that. Like the sound of the game is pleasing, the music. If you go on, I think on Karen's stage, when you hear her, when you're walking on the ground, like you can hear the wood creaking and shit when you're walking on the stage, like little shit like that, little details I like. And that keeps me interested in the game because it just feels more natural. Whereas when I play Guilty Gear, it's like an anime fighter, and I'm not really a big anime fighter person. So when all that crazy shit's going on the screen, it's looking like the fuck is going on.
Probably not so hype for Marvel vs. Capcom.
No, I was just about to say that Marvel vs. Capcom is a lot. Marvel vs. Capcom, I love that shit because it's a classic. I remember playing Marvel vs. Capcom at the arcade when it first came out in like '96. So like that shit is just a cult classic, and I just like it because it's not competitive to me. Now if I start playing it and people become competitive, I'm telling you, hands down, I'm gonna be a rookie. Like I bought Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on PlayStation and on PC, and I'm telling you, hands down, like I used to play that shit for hours with my best friend, but now I don't know how to do shit. Yeah, because like when I play, I'm like everybody's competitive at this shit. Like the competitive scene kind of pushes people like me away. Like people too serious. I just want to play for fun.
It's gonna be rough in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, man.
Yeah, the new one. Well, 4, whatever it is, the ultimate one.
Infinite.
Yeah. It's gonna be rough, but I mean, I want people to play the game for fun, bro. Like that's what makes Mario Kart so dope. Who gets on Mario Kart and tries to win? You know what I mean? Like who gets on Mario Kart and tries to win and gets mad when they lose? Man, you want to throw fucking shells at people and you want to keep other people from winning. That's how you play Mario Kart. You don't play to win. You play to keep other people from winning.
Yeah, right. No, I love that, right? Don't concentrate on fucking winning. Concentrate on your opponent losing.
Exactly, man. That's what makes Mario Kart so dope. Even even Smash Brothers do that. You want to keep the other person from staying on the platform, bro. You're not trying to win. You're trying to no, you're not getting on this platform. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to make sure you fall off. Like that's what makes Smash Brothers so fun. There's no health bar. You try to keep the person from staying alive. And the same with Mario Kart. But when you play Street Fighter, you're trying to kill that other person. You're trying to make sure you're still alive. You're looking clean, doing it like, I don't like that. Throw some weapons in the game. No, don't. Please, do not throw weapons in this
The
fucking
old
game.
school Alex patch. Give the man a gun.
Wait, he had a gun? The fuck?
Oh, but it's it's a meme. To buff
Oh,
him,
shit.
give him a gun. That would probably help. That'd probably make him balanced.
Shit. Who do you play with? You said you play with Rog,
I
right?
play Rock, man. I don't need any buffs. I'm good.
You're fucking already buffed. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm getting that. You
you
just
Gucci,
mentioned
brother.
the arcade, by the way. Did you play like lots at arcades back in
Oh
the day?
yeah, man. Like yeah. 'Cause, I mean, because before you had to have like, you would have to wait for it to come out on PlayStation or whatever. But see, that was the reason why arcades were so dope, and this is why I love Discord. This is hands down why I love Discord, because for people like when I was a kid, I would go like to an arcade and play Street Fighter, and there was a community there. You know what I mean? Like it was different people sitting around watching, talking shit as people played, looking live at the match. Discord allows you to do that. I mean, this channel allows you to do that. Everybody could join the same room, the same chat room in Discord, and join the same lobby, and we could talk shit about the person who we're all fighting, and just 8 people talking about one fight. You know what I mean? That's what you're able to do at arcades back in the day. If you stayed at home and you played like Street Fighter Alpha on your PlayStation by yourself, there's no community. Fighting games are boring when you're at home playing single player all day. But the second you get out and you playing amongst other people, it's better. So that's why I would always go to arcades and play these games. And there was always some guy that would just fuck everybody up, and you just take $1 and be like, I'm good for the entire day, even though it takes a quarter to play. You're like, I'll probably just use 2 quarters, because he'll never get off. He'll run the machine for like 3 hours.
You met L.I. Joe? I think that was the L.I. Joe story, where he didn't want to spend any more money, so he just learned to get good.
Hey, big up to L.I. Joe, man. I like his energy when he plays. Like when he was in Evo jumping around and that shit, that brings light to the situation. If someone, everybody being serious, it's like kind of boring. It's like that's one reason why I don't watch like tennis or like bowling, because when they win, they ain't no freaking out like, yeah, L.I. Joe was running around on screen like, yeah, waving the American flag. Like I have no problem with seeing someone just go all out, just throwing water in the crowd and shit. That brings light to the community, man. It makes it look fun. Like I'm gonna be up there celebrating.
Dude,
when you see a team win
essential.
When you see a team win a championship, you see confetti go off in the air and all that shit. You don't see people just going, "Hey, thank you, that was very good."
That was
you know what I mean? Like
nice
that's just, yeah, like that's boring. Like I want to see people like, yeah, the other person walking down with their head low, like, yeah, like that shit. That shit is dope.
That reminds me of Infiltration's download complete.
Yes, the
entire
Infiltration. I
chat
love
just
him.
explodes.
When he wins, he's celebrating, he's laughing and shit. He got like I like that, and that's what I liked about L.I. Joe when he won. He was up there jumping around and like he was just even PR Rog. Like I love watching PR Rog fight, because when he does his combo, he's always like making some loud ass noise, and when he gets
when he supers, he always goes 1 punch.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like you know what I mean? If you think that's how wrestling in America was, like with Macho Man and all that, like they'll win and celebrate. There's nothing wrong with celebration. That's one reason why you want to win, is to celebrate. You don't want to just win and just walk off and be like, thank you guys, hold the trophy and be like, yeah, it was a good match, and go home. You want to be like, man, let's pop bottles of champagne. Let's
Putting the
You know what I
trophy
mean?
in the briefcase, man.
Yeah. See, but shouts to L.I. Joe for doing that, man. That was very entertaining. That was very entertaining when he did that shit. I felt really happy for him. I felt really happy for him. Seeing him that happy, that made me feel happy.
I think that's pretty much everything I have to ask you.
All right, cool, man.
Do you want to
we
give
definitely
any
got-
shout-outs?
I want to give some shout outs to the community. First off, whoever runs this Discord. I mean, Vinegar, bro. He shout outs to Vinegar, man. He's keeping it going. I mean, my ultimate goal is to use the money I make from work to start a community, build a little arcade where I live, and I would definitely say that the new Challenger Discord helped me get in touch with a lot of people, not only just a business level, but just to make like some cool friends. Like some guys I'm going to Evo with, who I met in here. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be able to take my other friends to like, hey, let's go to Evo. They're like, the fuck is that? You know what I mean? But
fuck
in here,
shoutouts and end of the episode. This, like, you just brought 2 things up that are way more important that I want to ask you.
what?
So first off, you go in Evo with people from the Discord?
Yeah, I'm going to Evo with them.
Oh
We're
man,
gonna go.
it's gonna be so hype.
Yeah, that's gonna be hype. Like I don't even know what these motherfuckers look like, but I know I talk shit to them and we crack jokes all the time. And it's, I mean, like, if we going there for like this fighting game scene, we might be buddies after that. I got a lot of friends and I'm good at making friends, but just in general, my stream and the people here, my stream didn't get. First off, my stream wouldn't have anybody if it wasn't for this Discord. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the first thing I tell people to do. Join the Discord to talk to us. And when you get in this match, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to Evo. We're going to have some fun and shit. If some lived around, a lot of people that live out here near me, I go to like little fighting scene tournaments or fighting game tournaments with. So this Discord, yeah, it brought a lot of attention because I wouldn't know shit without this. So thank you, Vinegar, for that, sir.
Vinegar, keep it up, man. Our boss, man. I mean,
hey, man.
I'm not really obliged to say that, but he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, this takes effort, man. Like I have my own little Discord and people like, oh, won't you make your Discord? I'm like, dude, that's a whole different beast, bro. Like I understand the roles. Like I have a friend back in California who makes 6 figures a year and he works on lights for movies. So when I tell you that, I mean, all he does is set up the lights. He doesn't talk to the actors. He doesn't do any microphones. He just sets up the lights. So once you understand what you got to do and you perfect your skill, then maybe you can like do better off of it. And I know my skill is just being a personality. I'm a fun person. I'm cool to talk to, but a personality and doing Twitch shit is what I like to do. Making people laugh, talking shit and laughing. But running a Discord like this with 1,000 people, hell to the fuck no.
4,000.
4,000. Get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, and it'd be like 1,000 on. That's what I'm thinking. It'd be 1,000 online at a time. So just managing that and keeping the content, like keeping people from posting like shit that they not supposed to, like just censored shit, like all that, like that shit takes effort, bro. And I give him all the respect for that, and you guys too for doing like the interviews and that, and allow people to come here and have fun, because that shit is a job in itself, man. And I don't know what the shit entails, but
dude, I'm glad to do it. I just want to be part of the community myself. It's so much fun.
Hey man, when I don't know if it was you or if it was Vinegar, but when I would just start streaming, I would post my stream in the general chat. I didn't know the rules. They was like, hey man, you can't do that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But then they took the time, was like, hey, we'll host you. And I host you, we'll let people know that you're having a stream and blah blah blah. And once I started doing that,
that was probably Vinegar, since I'm you.
Yeah, and then it started blowing up. So, and I've been recently talking, like my girlfriend is like, oh, you need to start streaming more and doing more. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start streaming more, but I also want to get more people to come into the streams to have fun, not just the same regular people. I want other people to come and be like, hey, that stream's going on. Let's jump up in there and learn while we got a spot, just shit like that. And that's what I want to do for the Discord, is make more people come here, because it's some characters here, man.
What's your name on Twitch, so I can just link it below right now?
Boom3k. If you type in Boom3k on Google, everything about me pops up, man. I need to fix that shit.
Dude, let's find that shit out.
Boom3k. Oh shit, no.
Oh yeah, it's the Twitch, man. You're getting it, and then you're just directly getting his Instagram and Twitter too. So I'm gonna put all this below in the video description at Boom3k. Follow him.
Hey man, that's me. And the name Boom3k, so people think it means, so basically I would start off with the name Boom 2K3. That's what I had in the year 2003. And then after that, I made a new email like Boom 2K4. And so I started just keep making 2K5, kept going from there. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be living until the year 3K. So let me just put Boom 3K.
Man, future-proofing this shit.
Future-proofing that shit. And my son likes to put like Boom 4K and shit. So if you see Boom 4K, that's probably my son.
He plays Street Fighter too?
Yeah, and he got the silver using Urian, bro. Like, that's why I don't like Urian. You could just mash buttons. This motherfucker does not understand anything. He just gets you in a corner and just start hitting buttons and holding buttons and shit. He's like, Daddy, look what I did. I'm like, how the fuck you get to silver? I know people that stuck in bronze. Like, you don't even understand, like, how to do. He don't even know how to do it in a Dukin. But he got to silver.
He gets silver not knowing how to do it in Hadouken. That's actually amazing,
bro. That's stupid. Like, yo, how did you get to this rank? I'm like, who else in the house plays? He's like, no, it's just him. He just plays and mashes button, man. Like, it's fucking amazing.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. Oh, that is so good.
That's not good, man. It's bad.
That's an A story.
That's why I don't like Urian, bro. Because that's why I don't like Urian. Oh, that's the only reason why I don't like Urian, because he's just that type of character. You just mash buttons. But hey, it makes people like the game. So I just don't like fighting top tier. Even when you fight top tier Urians, they can play lame and do that shit, the button mash, and just get you in frame traps based off of just unfair shit. But you don't run into that a lot. People start to have some decency when you play at a higher level, like in the platinums and
But
diamonds.
at least a little bit more often.
Yeah, at least a little bit more often. Exactly.
Well, anyway, thanks you for being here.
No, thanks, man, for having me, bro. I didn't realize you guys did this kind of stuff, and it makes me, more devoted to making the shit go forward and keeping my stream up, and you guys supporting the stream. And I was just thinking about this morning. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna directly mention like new challenger Discord and the stream and whatnot, just to get more people coming in. And because the more people that come in, the more fun we have in the lobbies, bro. I mean, what's not cool to see a lobby with like 14 people in that shit, and you jump in and everyone's just talking shit and laughing.
Dude, it's the best thing.
Some people don't have the ability to go outside their houses. You know what I mean? Like that's what I love about Street Fighter. Like I got a friend who isn't able to use his legs like he wants to, so he can't really play basketball or do anything. But he really likes playing fighting games, and it makes him feel like he can be competitive that he wants to be. And it really allows people who are disabled to kind of reach out and to get onto like a Discord to just, if they're stuck in a house, they can't go outside for some condition, they can jump on a Discord and just have a regular experience talking to people the same way you would if you were in an arcade.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I love about this.
So, everybody, you heard it. Visit Boom3k stream and his Twitter. Give him a thank you for being here.
And we encourage teabags.
Yeah.
And you got to jump in there, man. We're going to fuck you up, bro.
He's going to teach you that thuggery.
We're going to teach you that good old thuggery. Teabag them when they dizzy. It's the funniest shit is when you teabag somebody and you lose.
Yeah. That's the classic, man.
That's the classic, bro. Nobody uses taunts. They should just change the taunt buttons to teabag. Like you just press it and you just automatically teabag 3 times. I would encourage that. Capcom, do that for me. Oh, that would be my patch. That would be the one thing.
That would be the one taunts.
Change the taunts to be teabags. A special teabag for every character. Knuckle Dude would use that shit.
Yeah, Knuckle Dude would use that shit, man. All day.
All right, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, have a nice evening.
All right, you too, man.
And to you all who made it through the end here, thanks again for watching, and thanks for all the amazing positive feedback I got after the first episode. And for those of you who are not yet a new challenger, come and visit us, learn some Street Fighter with us, check out some of our new series like Beginner's Breakdown or Thunderdome, or just join some of our coaching nights, fight nights, tournaments. Just come into general chat and hang out. And I wish you all a good evening.